Hello guys, today we discuss the bias variance trade-off. Okay, what is bias, what is variance, and what is its trade? Okay, so first we'll know what is bias and what is variance. So bias is refers to the error introduced by the model's assumption leading to the oversimplification and underfitting. If you notice underfitting, in underfitting we'll discuss underfitting is okay here high bias and also high variance. Under overfitting is that is high bias, low bias and high variance. Or that may be high bias and low variance. Okay, so it is your underfitting. Okay, and for generalization model, that is for generalize or perfect model, that is low bias and low variance. Okay, so here variance refers the model sensitivity to fluctuation in the training data potentially causing overfitting and poor generalization. Okay, so here variance is generally refers to the overfitting and bias is refers to the underfitting because in overfitting, okay, we'll use low bias and high variance. So it is in high variance we'll use variance for overfitting, and if you notice the underfitting, that is depends upon the bias. Okay, so here next is bias variance trade-off concept. Here is low bias and high variance. You will know it is under low bias and high variance, that is overfitting, and high bias low variance, that is underfitting. So in this case, complex model with low bias can capture intricate patterns but may overfit the training data, leading to high training and reduced generalization. That is the training accuracy is maximum and testing accuracy is minimum. In this case, bias and low variance. Simple models with high bias may not capture complex relationships but tend to generalize well to new data, resulting in low variance. Okay, it is also your maybe high bias and low variance. In this case, that is training accuracy is minimum and also testing accuracy is minimum. Okay, so technique to address bias variance trade-off. So first technique is regularization. That is we discuss what is L1 and L2 regularization technique. So introduce to penalties or constraint to model to prevent overfitting and reduce the variance. Okay. because in overfitting that is high variance. For generalized model or perfect model, will convert high variance to low variance. Okay, and second one is cross validation. Use technique like k-fold cross validation to evaluate model performance and tune hyperparameter for better bias variance data. Okay, we'll discuss some cross validation technique. Also, assembly method. We'll also discuss some assembly method combining multiple better example bagging and boosting to reduce the variance while maintaining low bias and improving overall model performance. So, first one is regularization, then we use cross validation, then assembly method. So now we'll show an example that is suppose a data set is your housing price data set. Okay, housing price data set with some features like your area, okay, number of bedroom, okay, and location, etc. These are the features of data set. And then we will apply the model that is the polynomial regression with varying degree of polynomial features. Then we notice or observe observations low degree polynomial low degree polynomial may have high bias may have high bias, okay, but low variance, while we'll use polynomial high degree polynomial in this case, okay, in this case can lead to low bias and high variance. It is an example of bias and variance theorem. Okay, in polynomial regression, if you use the low degree polynomial, then in this case high bias occur. If you use high degree polynomial, then low bias and high variance occur. Okay, it is the example of bias variance theorem. Okay, suppose we'll give understanding the bias variance theorem is essential for developing the machine learning model that generalize well and perform optimally of new data. Okay, so employing techniques such as regularization, cross-validation, and assembly method, okay, can help achieve a balanced bias variance trade-off. Okay, which are help for bias variance trade-off. First one is okay, regularization. Second one is cross-validation, and third one is ensemble method. Okay, that are improve also model robustness. Okay, so thank you.